A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean sea in the month of March 2020. God, Richard, blessing and salvation to mankind everywhere. Brothers and sisters, in this part 2 video of the pastor Cleo dollar, I said that the $65 million he have asked to buy a jet. You already have a jet, or this is his first jet, or this whether the second jet he have. The point is, I have pointed out you here, he is not allowing poor people to travel and give them job. We need them, and I haven't seen one, neither members of his congregation traveling with them, giving them free jobs at the parts of United States of America. So something is very wrong there. Is the jet for him alone and his friends? He alone and for his family? No, 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 no. He need, no. On the people, you already through all the tithes and offering, you have taken the money and purchase the jets. So therefore, you are allowed me to travel with the pastor. No, Sandra. And in this part 2 video, I'm not seeing that happen. And I, Eric Braxton, I pointed out that you want to the congregation, in his congregation. And next thing Pastor Clevo Dollar is not doing, brothers and sisters, what he supposed to do. In part 1, I tell you what he supposed to do, giving free people a job on the plane, poor people and total strangers. Okay, the same way he have asked for $65 million, and you all have given him that money to buy that jet. Now we have the jet. Are he taking medicine, food, clothes, books, and other things, and flying and going down and flying with that expensive jet, whether it be a 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 or $80 million jet, to the South American countries, or even into Africa, in a poor village where the children are suffering from malnutrition, and parachuting from the air, goodies for them on the ground, or landing in that private airstrip where the soldiers are coming to meet him. So he'll bring medicine and clothing and all these things, and food to give to the poor people in these communities in Africa, or even though in Latin and South America. In the Andes, are you doing these things? I'm not seeing you doing these things. I expect him to do that with that expensive jet. Because if I did own an expensive jet and I was an American preacher, that is the thing you all be seeing Eric Braxton doing. Brothers and sisters. Yes. Yes. Buying food, clothes, medicine, putting it in boxes and things, and flying over a city in Panama, parachuting it for these different tribes in isolated place for them to get these things. Yes. But are we see doing that? Or he flying into the capital of Panama or Nicaragua, and the soldiers are meeting them there. The soldiers are meeting them to collect these things that they are bringing for them. So through the trucks of the soldiers, they could distribute it to the poor people in the different community throughout Nicaragua or Panama or whatever country you visited, South America, Latin America, Central America. But are we seeing Cleo Dollar doing that? No. You see my boy, man, with the fancy jacket and the nice tie and the watch. Oh yes, I mean looking at time, and he going up on the stairs at the jet, and you see inside, he sit down on the porch chair, drinking or smiling or having an interview with someone. The plane is flying. He's heading for that conference, or he's heading for that crusade in a different state. Yes, we see he's doing that. Why we are not seeing he doing the opposite to that? Like, not preaching the gospel, using that jet and flying into Haiti. Yes, I'm bringing in food, medicine, etc., etc., with that expensive jet to the different communities in Haiti. Are we see doing that? No, I expect him to do that. But if I was a Christian,
And that kind of money come into my possession if I was in the United States and I were able to buy a $5 or $10 million jet, and I have extra million. That's what I'd be doing, loading up that jet with as much goodies, food, medicine, etc., etc. Plus, with our next cargo jet, flying into Haiti, flying into Panama, flying into El Salvador, bringing goodies to the people. You'd see a little Christian brother, Eric Braxton, doing that. But I not seeing Pastor Cleo Dollar, my brother, doing that. No, he's not doing that. And unfortunately, all other congregation in his church haven't pointed out that facts to him. None of all the elders in the church and no members. In all the videos, none of you all haven't confronted him and tell him to do that. But since now you are all will hear Eric Braxton saying that, and how much members in all the church now will see this video, you also know what this little Christian boy is saying makes sense. We didn't think about that. But since we have listened to Eric Braxton, it's a wonderful idea. It is a noble idea. It is a decent idea. About 50 of the members or more, you know, we should confront our pastor and put this proposal to him and tell him you all have seen it, don't hide it from him, that you all have seen it. You have seen Eric Braxton talk about that. And what he is saying is true. And we know we are proposing it to you. And we recommend you, Pastor or Pastor Chris Cleodola, watch the video of Eric Braxton. We have watched it. What he's saying makes sense. Is what he's saying makes sense? Watch the video. Take out all the cell phone, showing the video one in front of his face. And tell him, are you willing to do what Eric Braxton is saying here? And wait to see if he will respond in the positive or in the negative. And if he say that Christian boy Eric Braxton who have recorded that video that instruct me that I should be released, who is he? He's not a pastor. I am the pastor. Yeah, he's not running this church. He down in Trinidad. He have this recorded video saying that I should do that. I don't have to take orders from him. Eh? Listen to what he will say if he will respond in the negative or in the positive. Now, if he have responded in the positive, I expect him to respond and carry out that instruction. But the things I've recommended that he should be doing, but he respond in the negative and tend to go down that road, not doing these things, then you will be able to think deeper, and then you all will see the kind of man he is. The ball is in all your court at the end of the day. And I know that when you all think it through, you will see what all the little Christian brother Eric Braxton has saying is true. And I think you all will support me. And if all the pastors do not want to do that, well then you all know something is wrong and you all have the choice. Well, you all know what the choice is. I don't have to tell you that. I think you should be able to understand and do the arithmetic, the mathematics, and get the answer to that, sons, brothers and sisters. Or keep on reminding him. I never tell you all to leave the church, but keep on confronting and reminding him. And if he reject it, record videos where he have reject what I have said and what you all have tell him. How much of you all agree with me, and then record a video so all and sundry will know that you all have confronted him and talked to him and show him that what Eric Braxton was saying is true. And if you reject that, the whole world will see that now. Record that video about that. Record him audio and visually so you all know exactly everything that he say, whether he respond in the negative. Now if he respond in the negative and say, no, I didn't think about that, but what Eric Braxton is doing, I will think about that, and I think what he's saying makes sense. It is sense. I will carry it out. We'll then congratulate him and say, well done, my pastor. Hats off. Bravo, bravo. Hats off. We'll implement what Braxton is saying. We welcome and we are willing to work with you concerning that. I, Eric Braxton, will welcome that a full 100% in my heart of hearts and in my soul of, well, not soul of soul, one soul. Welcome that in my heart, mind and soul. And that is the purpose of this video, to record and to point these facts to you all that you all are blind to, that you all are not seeing, and no one having record, no video, concern whatever, but to point out that facts to him. And none of you all in the church, you all are there in week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, and no one having confronted him about that facts. What did you do with that expensive plane that I have mentioned to you all? So my black Afro-American brothers and my white Afro-American brothers that are part of the congregation that attend, that you all are under his pastorship, I expect you all to do that when you all see this video. Do not hide it under the carpet or sweep it under the carpet at all. I expect you all to bring it out and confront him with this facts, this truth. Yeah, so let him know that expensive jet that he have. He need to give a lot of poor people who can even afford a air ticket free ride on the plane. And yes, let them go to different places, give them free ride. And of course, carrying medicine and goods and medicine, clothing, and all, and sort of, etc., etc., to the poor people in different communities, different parts of the world. Yes, with that expensive plane. If he is not doing that with that expensive plane, well, something is very wrong. I not seen that he's doing it. It is wrong. So that's why I'm mentioning him. So he will do the right thing. So you all are saying that what I saying is wrong. So you all trying to tell me with that $65 million plane, is only one thing he could do with that plane. And what is the one thing he could do with that plane? Oh, jump in it and fly from Texas to North Carolina to keep the crusade meeting, to have the meeting, and then jump in it and fly back. That's all he could do with the plane. So he can put $5 of medicine in it. He can put $5 of medicine, and he can put 50,000 worth of medicine and clothing and other goods and other humanitarian aid in the plane. To fly to Brazil and help out the poor tribes down in the area. He can't do that. The plane is not made for that. It can't make for that. But the little car, the little taxi that I driving or the other person driving, he could do that. Fill it up with medicine inside the trunk and go down in the village 500 miles or 300 miles in a rural area and give all these things to people. The fellow who living down the road, he don't have a car, but he have a little bicycle. He could fill up the bag with medicine and all these things and ride 40 miles from the town that he live in to the next town, whether it be a motorbike or a bicycle, and give out medicine to the town down to the village. And that bike that he riding is only $200 bike. But he could fill up the bag with medicine and travel from 25 miles from his town to the next village in the country and give people medicine. But that expensive $65 million plane, he can't do that with that. That is only for preaching. Are you all trying to convince me, this little Christian boy, to tell me that can happen? You all are big people. You all are not little children. And if I put this proposal to these little 5 boys and girls, they will sit down and say, exactly, Eric Braxton, what you have tell us. Exactly. Look, the fella is doing it with the bike. Look, the man is doing it with the little car. Look, the fella is doing it with the little donkey. And that expensive $65 million plane could do more than the car, the donkey, and the bike. So you all can put that before my face to tell me that cannot be done. So come again. Come again. Keep in mind that I'm no so-called little boy on the block. I long on the block. I no new kid on the block. I want you all to know that this little Christian boy have been around for a very long time. So I know all these things, and what I'm teaching you all, I'm teaching you all the right thing. So wake up to this facts, rally to this truth, rally to this consciousness. My dear friend, brothers and sisters in Christ, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, in conclusion, in part 2, I expect my dear brother, Afro-American brother, and all those in the church who will happen to see this video, are you willing, 50 are you, or 100 are you all, to confront him on this matter? And let him know what I have said I recommend for him to do. I wait and see later if you all will confront him then with this proposal. With that $65 million plane, that jet that he have, or $40 million. Or he can't do that with the jet. Well, you all can fool me. He could do more than that with the jet. In the mighty name of Jesus. In conclusion, may God help him to do that. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Show and peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends.